Well, we should stop people coming across the channel, coming here and pouncing, costing this country millions a day, putting them up in hotels.
But do you not think if they're choosing to make that journey, it must be really terrible where they're coming from?
No.
No.
You know, they've made
that
that choice because they know this country's a soft touch.
But would you say there was a war here? Would you like somewhere else to, accept you and help you? Or you
No.
think we should
No.
just be left on our own if there was a war?
I'm British. I'm staying here.
Okay. Even if you're going to die, prefer to die here than be rehoused somewhere else.
Well, yeah.
Say you were fleeing.
You'd have to fight, wouldn't you?
Even now, I'm a pensioner. If somebody was attacking this country, I would stand my ground and fight.
And what about if you were being persecuted for your political or religious beliefs?
I haven't got a clue with that. It doesn't even affect me.
Reform views are what most people want, obviously.
And what are those views specifically, one or two?
Obviously, immigration is the main one at the moment, isn't it?
And how does immigration affect you living here?
Not me as such.
But what has Farage done since he's been elected to make Clacton better?
Well, he's taken over and got a shot of useless ones, hasn't he? He has done something, hasn't he? And he's been to America, and he's friends with Donald Trump, hasn't he?
So it's January the 20th today, and that means it's Trump's inauguration. We've just arrived in Clacton because we're interested to see what Nigel Farage's constituents think about him being invited over to America. Do they think that it's a good thing that he's keeping relations smooth with, the person who's going to be one of the most potentially influential figures over the next 4 years? What do you think's so great about Trump?
Well, listen, he's getting things done. Listen, this thing with the hostages in Gaza, that wouldn't have been done without him.
But that was Biden's negotiating team.
No, he can't even talk properly, can he, the man like me? My words come out all funny, I admit, but Biden can't even talk. He's got people pulling his strings and he can't even talk when they do that. He's a terrible, terrible man. Should never have been there. He should have gone years ago. And as the other one, the woman, God, I'm pleased she never got in as well.
He is somebody that could be dangerous, but then you look at all the Putins and the bloke in North Korea, they're dangerous people, aren't they?
Not great when we're comparing the leader of America to the leader of Russia or North Korea, though, is it?
No, but that's the similar sort of people, aren't they? I think.
Or do they think he should be here, sorting out their housing concerns, working on casework? Yeah, we'll have to see. Do you think he is a man of the people?
No.
Why not?
I just don't think he is. He's all about himself, I think. So, yeah.
I'm completely against him. He does good for the community, I've seen a bit, but he's against LGBT.
Okay.
And I am an LGBT woman. I very much like women.
Anytime you do see him, if he is in the paper, he's always in a pub. So it's either in the Wetherspoons down there or 3J's.
I've heard about him being about in pubs, but I've not actually seen him, no.
Well, when I listen to Farage speaking, I can't fault with 90% of what he says. And that, for a politician, that's pretty damn good.
What specifically about Farage do you like? What do you think he speaks to that other people don't?
If it wasn't for him, we'd still be in Europe. Okay. And we should have a statue put up for him. Because people don't realise if it wasn't for him starting it all off, we'd still be in there. And I think it's good that we're not in there.
And what's changed about your life since leaving? What's better?
Not a great deal. If I'm honest, not a great deal.
So why is it such a good thing?
But at least we're making our own mistakes and not being dictated to by people that really don't know us and understand us.
And why did you vote for him?
Fed up with the rest of them.
Okay. And what do you think that he was offering that's new?
Well, that's a good question, actually. Mainly to tidy up and look after our town.
And how do you think he's doing so far?
Okay-ish. But he's only been in a short time. You've got to give him a chance to do it.
I like Nigel.
And what do you like about him?
He's honest.
Okay.
Yeah.
And you think that's been lost in politics?
Yeah, big time.
And
everybody's in it with their own ends now. People don't seem to care about the normal working class people.
But not Nigel Farage, he cares about the normal.
He comes across as if he's normal and he's started at the bottom and worked his way up over the years, and that's how everybody did.
Do you think he's for the people?
Oh, I do.
Despite earning, more than £600,000 in the past 6 months from extra parliamentary things. Do you think he's still a man of the people when you've got that much money?
But they're all doing that, aren't they? Okay. They're all doing that, so you can't just blame him. Okay. They put their name on the top of a company's note paper and they get money for that.
What do you think about this man of the people thing? Like, obviously he's a multi-millionaire who rakes in hundreds of thousands of pounds in extra parliamentary, jobs. Why do you think people have this idea that he is, one of them?
Well, you have to have money and backing behind you. You can't have Joe Bloggs like a labourer off a building site to stand for a politician. You need backing.
Because he couldn't afford it, that's why.
It's millions to do anything now, so you need somebody there. At least, hopefully, he'll do something for us.
But then can't he still be for the people, though? Just because he's a millionaire?
But doesn't he have separate interests to the ordinary working person?
I don't know, really. Would you think so?
I know he's not only an MP, he's got other businesses, which other MPs do, I mean, you're not stopped them from that. You can't just be an MP. So, good luck to him if he wants to.
I mean, you earn quite a lot of it as an MP. You don't need you earn more than 90,000, so you don't necessarily need to have a separate income.
Yeah, I suppose it's a good point, I suppose.
I like Lee Anderson, Farage.
Yeah. What do you like about them?
Well, the majority of people, certainly around here, and most probably I should imagine all over the place really now, would like their views put forward. When I go back to London, I just can't stand it. I moved out of Enfield because of it, to be quite honest with you. I can walk down the road, park the car up, walk down the road and never hear no one speaking English.
Well, why is that a problem?
Because it is, isn't it? There's just so many of them. There's just too many coming in the country. We can't cope. The NHS can't cope because the hospitals are full of people just going in and willy-nilly try.
But the NHS is also reliant on people like immigrants coming to work in the NHS.
We're enough now, haven't we? We've got millions of people unemployed. We've got enough in this country. There's another 800 come over the other day.
What do you think? Do you think it's a good idea for him to be in America, cozying up to Trump?
No, I don't like Trump, full stop, to tell the truth. I don't agree with anything he's got to say. I think he's the one that's going to press the button for World War III.
Yeah.
And I just don't understand how someone can get back into politics and into being the president when he's got all court cases against him and all that sort of thing. Yeah. I can't understand that. I don't know what sort of people in America voted for him.
What do you think about Farage being at Trump's inauguration? Do you think that's a good thing?
Yeah, because I hope that they can work together. Because I think in time Farage will be probably Conservative leader. I think that's what he's aiming to get in 4 years' time. And he can bring his views with him from Reform to go into Conservative, and I think he'll win the next election.
Looking pretty empty here. Doesn't seem like there's anyone that hard at work in the Clacton Conservative office. Okay, I'm going to call Clacton Conservatives because it doesn't seem like there's anyone here really. And see what they say. They've got a 5-star rating on Google. Hopefully that'll mean they'll pick up.
Hello, this is the Clacton Conservative Association. If you would like to leave a message for us, please do so after the tone. Memory full.
Oh. What do you think about him being at Trump's inauguration?
Me and Trump don't get on either. No, I don't like him either. He's against everything that I like. And the fact that I'm sure he's in prison right now but running the country. That's a bit backwards.
But what about those people in America, women who are worried their rights are going to be taken away from them?
They won't have them taken away. Not at all, I don't think. Because at the end of the day, he comes across, as I say, as a straight shooter. So by being a straight shooter, what you see is what you're going to get. I'm not saying that he don't lie, because I think all politicians lie. It's whether it's a white lie or whether or not it's a bare-faced lie, like with up north with the grooming gangs, and they don't want to have an inquiry.
He gets things done. He's got a lot of good people behind him. He's putting Elon Musk on his books, who's the richest man in the world. Good things are coming out of this, I believe.
But what about him telling lies?
Well, everyone tells lies, don't we? We all tell lies. Look what's happening now with this government here. They've all got in by saying they wouldn't put council tax up. They've got in saying they wouldn't put the winter allowance and give you that. And with the very next breath, he goes and does it all.
Maybe America and Nigel and America might be two good mates in bed together. You know what I mean?
Labour Party group office just here. Again, looking pretty closed. Should we knock on the door? Oh, oops. Looks like no one's planning on any immediate challenge to Farage and Clacton. Do you think the people in Westminster care about places like Clacton?
No, not at all. No, because we're not.
On the man, we
Yeah, we're just a little dodgy little seaside town. We're not Kensington or any sort of rich place. We're just a dodgy like seaside town. That they'll be all right. Every now and again we might come down and see them.
Bad reputation, you know, and that's how it sticks. You know, everybody thinks of Jaywick as a bad reputation. There's actually nice places in Jaywick. You know, it doesn't deserve the image that it has.
That image is stuck though. Yeah. That image is stuck.
And do you think people like Farage are helpful in changing the image, or getting more investment here?
Well, let's see if he does it.
Yeah.
How
many years he got in office before he gets booted out, which he will do if he don't put his finger out with his thing. He will do.
That's the only thing, isn't it? It's him proving as to whether he comes good with what he promised and why people voted him in. Let's see if it happens.